Alright, so because Susan is stepping down and giving me a chunk of views and subscribers, probably a record subscriber in one day, gain +3. I've only seen +2, so that's crazy. Yes, I roleplay as YouTube CEO, and I'm not employed yet. So please subscribe, and you might get rewarded for no reason. But you also might want to interact with me, because otherwise you don't exist. But anyways, I'll watch some interviews. She needs more attention because, it's a kind of a tribute video. A see you later video. But I want to see now, now it's safe to look at what kind of person we have been dealing this whole time and unpack the whole thing. I will completely ignore Neil because there's only Neil before me that can happen on YouTube, and not many other Neils. So, also, I'm older YouTube CEO than the Neil thing that I've heard of, but I still don't know who he is. There's a lot of Indians, alright? There's a lot of people living in India, so I don't know which one is he is right now. Which one is he role-playing as? Anyways, also, you can just replace this I with N, and it's gonna be Susan Wojcicki's running YouTube. And I don't want that to happen again. So can you remove this video? Also, how did you didn't get a strike for harassment because your thumbnail is ass? I don't know why this is still popping up, by the way. Ludwig's interview is also shit, but I'm guessing MatPat did something interesting. And also I did not expect this interview to happen. It would be nice to make a playlist of these interviews, but I don't care that much. Alright? About her. Maybe I'll change my mind. I barely know her, so I can't shit on her whatsoever. But that's the cool part. So let's begin our journey, guys. I hope you guys excited. Also, chill and subscribe is my motto. Alright? This is what I ask. Because I know my videos are long, so chill. Alright? If you have anxiety, if you don't have anxiety, then congratulations. You're making a correct choice of doing whatever the fuck you want. Anyways, let's jump in.
And so I want to take advantage.
I want to take advantage of the interview and try a thing, but I still have to get triggered, alright? I want to see who's winning the interview, alright? Who's carrying the interview, if that's possible. But usually, interviews are not about drama, it's just about gathering information. So I'm just pissing in my mouth right now, trying to gamify the whole thing, but, I don't want to be bored. But I'm probably just gonna end up playing a card game, I don't know. Fucking red cheeks and a smile. Yeah. I see your personality, but there has to be more to it, right? You can't just, oh, I have a personality and, be readable so easily. Because everyone's easily readable. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's almost like everything I do is so useless because people don't give a fuck about it. But, yeah, it's hard to survive in the shadows, guys. That's why I asked to subscribe for no reason. So, no, people, I need more watch time and I'll be happier. And I think that's pretty cool. But if we take, I'll activate this. What? Come on, man. Oh. Alright. Battle, regular battle, I don't know. So, Susan is actually at disadvantage because, of the wind personality. And she's authority person and wind personality. So she's kind of not in a disadvantage at the same time. But in this interview, kind of is. So I'm gonna give 2 points to her. I'll see where this goes, this first time actually doing a battle. It seems like, MatPat would be asking for it, a gamer. Let's see, if I can, break down Matt. I want to root for Susan just because, just to make her happy when she leaves, She made a very nice decision for me, alright? That's what we have to do. Otherwise, she will come back and terrorize us for not being gamers enough or something. What I realized with this Neil dude and her stepping down, YouTube CEO as a title was also defined by her. But now it can be defined newly. It has to be newly defined by a new person who holds the title. That's how difficult it is. So technically, I am in the race with this shadow person that I don't understand or recognize yet. But I'm in the race with this guy. And it's kind of a tough one. If India roots for this person, I'm pretty scared. I don't know if I can win this race. But at the same time, I probably have infinite amount of fuel and infinite amount of knowledge, so I don't give a fuck. I'll do my best and see what happens. I can pick the ruler of the universe title anytime, no big deal.
Something we've been looking into because our policy around violence, we realize that simulated violence and game violence is very different, of course, than real violence.
Yeah, this debate about video games are violent or not violent. You might think it's solved, and it's way more complicated than you think when you just take in consideration vibes in general. There's so many games that you can choose from. So choosing the most violent one does tell something about you as a person, and thus program you with certain things into your brain, with certain memories, something you will be nostalgic about, something you'll be learning about life. There's a lot of, you enter this very, very gray area, and you can go very deep into darkness. Even with games, everything has darkness in it, so it's, it might not be the same, but it might not be that different, in the end. Because we don't know it. Games are still, a fresh thing, but it's gonna get so much worse when games are getting more and more immersive, and it's not a good thing if bad games and violent games are gonna be more immersive. I don't want that. It is also my issue, right? As a YouTube CEO, I have to know all these things and all potential dangers, and again, if I don't even see much value in gaming whatsoever, so violent gaming is just in such a shitty territory. We kick them in the face, basically. Whoever thinks they're superior with violent gaming. But I don't actually see that on YouTube, so maybe it's cleaned up. I'm not sure what's going on.
Don't know what the rules are, and so it feels like we're operating.
Yeah, this is so annoying. The swearing thing is so disgusting. Swear words are not even that big of a trigger word. What, shit, fuck? Pretty basic stuff. And beyond that, the real trigger words is skill and death, which is the gamer stuff. They say it all the time. So that's trigger words. So, swear words is just such a messed up nonsense from the movie industry, the TV industry. This is the stuff that we just picked up from top to bottom. They were just shitting on top of our heads, and we're just like, oh, we're gonna adopt that policy. I don't know, bro. That one has to go, man. I'm not saying like everything you say has to have meaning, and it must not be, you know, messed up or like subliminally insane. Like, there's a lot of weird things you can do. That's way worse than swearing. Unfortunately, it's nice to be like, oh, please stay away from trigger words. You don't want to be racist, for example. That's gonna trigger a lot of people. Yeah, cool. We have created bombs basically that we can throw. Well, that's fine. But it's weird to try and stay away from that, to restrain yourself so much. There's other things to restrain yourself from, again. Just like violent video games are actually dangerous. Swearing, I think, is not dangerous whatsoever. And there's other psychological tricks that we have to evaluate and discard whenever possible if they're damaging society, you know? We have to switch tone. Because if we stick with the same fucking bullshit, and yeah, censor fucking bullshit, guys, I don't care, bro. And if YouTube kicks me out, I kick out YouTube out of existence. Alright, this is a very, very complicated relationship we're having here. Alright, I'm planting trees. Every single video I make is kind of like a tree. It's gonna be evergreen, but it takes a long, long time to grow. Alright? And yes, you can add your intentions and grow it faster. You know? It's magic, guys. You can do that. If a lot of you guys come together, you can grow a tree faster. I was looking into my content, it's like, oh, it's a mining field, so I mine gold, but I mean, the best gold is fucking oxygen and life and happiness, right? Especially in the terms of apocalypse. So maybe my content is more like planting trees, and I've planted more trees than Mr. Beast could ever plant, because all he can do is send money to plant trees and enslave people to plant trees. Trees that probably don't even matter right now that much. Because we will be changing our behaviors so drastically based on technology anyways. So that's kind of stupid. Anyways. Yeah, there's a lot of disrespect, even on Susan. Susan's part right now, they have to clean that shit up. I would demand that they would clean that I would probably do a lot of work afterwards. So I'm giving Susan a little bit of a hearty heart. In terms of like, I want to clean up anything bad said about her in case she wins battles. Alright? If she doesn't win battles, then we're probably going to just forget about her or whatever.
That's their choice. They're an advertiser. They're paying money.
Yeah, advertiser and stuff. That's true. That's what pumps viewership anyways. And that's kind of what rules YouTube, and you know, I'm a capitalist junkie, unfortunately. I can't support capitalism. Capitalism didn't give me a job. Capitalism didn't employ me for the most part. It asked me to be employed. It asked me to pay for my food and stuff, and it's making things more expensive. So unfortunately, I'm not happy with the advertisers right now. Because it doesn't seem like I'm gonna be benefiting anytime soon from that shit. They just want to exploit human beings instead of actually giving solutions to problems. Because, you know, I'm sitting here on my ass and well, not really. And I'm solving problems. And if that's not true, then they can disprove that and throw me into trash. I will definitely accept that. But so far, nothing ever happened whatsoever. Even YouTube itself is so restricted with this probably advertisement nonsense. So focus on that shit that, you know, I don't get views. I don't get my videos at least verified whether it's a good video or not good video. I'm not sure what happened with Susan. I just call it luck. Alright? I don't know what this is. It's just luck. This is technically a verification process. I like that, and I could have shot to the moon. That's fine. But, and technically another thing that, well, lucky, not lucky, is the watch time, right? How many minutes people watch. But it's so awkward to try and understand this stuff. But I understand, you know, it's part of the game. It would be boring if I knew everything. If I knew that I'm a stupid little shit that doesn't deserve views. I don't want to know that. I want to try harder, you know? If I knew that, I probably just gave up. Do something else. That's part of the... I don't know, man. I'm rationalizing everything. Because stuff is complicated, alright? It's complicated. You can't blame anything for anything. Unless they lose the battle. And, I'm not gonna side with advertisers. I know we want to attract people, but like, right now I haven't seen good stuff coming out of YouTube, and it's money basically. Right now it feels just like greed than actual payment, you know. Like, it's weird that YouTube works in this weird way. Like, people are not supposed to be paid significantly more, or just based on viewership, if they already get thousands and thousands. Like, why? But technically, you know, it's advertisement, it's awareness, so, but it's still a weird concept. It's like, well, you do your job and you get paid like a normal person. And at some point, I mean, we will have to normalize YouTube and turn it into, you know, just a job that more people can do. If we normalize it, more people will be able to do it. And something else will turn into you know, a special job. Maybe TikTok world will invent a new job that is that has unlimited salary or whatever. But unless you're building a business, is YouTube channel a business? Doesn't look like that to me. But technically, you know, you can squeeze views, but like, again, this turns into a greed mode, where it's like, all you want is views, money, all that shit, and none of this actually matters. If you paid a regular amount, then yes, you will feel more like a slave, unless you actually want to do that kind of job, just for what it is, for making videos, that sort of stuff. And you cannot just break through immediately and get infinite amount of funding for your stupid mansions and luxury items. Like, that is disgusting, bro. Yeah, that's fine. Let's start a new battle.
August?
I was subscribed to this dude, but he's kind of shitposting. You know. Just do shorts, maybe? And longer shorts, like full minute? No? No, he just started shitposting the whole way through. When I was subscribed, I don't think he did that. So he turned into garbage, basically. Again, it's one thing to say ruining YouTube and then ruin your own channel. I'm not gonna lie. It's, we're starting off strong, basically. We're starting off strong. Plus 1 point from me, so, also, this is YouTube Core. He doesn't even exist, Habibi thing. Technically, he's a meme dude now, so take it like that. Well, let's see what he has to suck with. I mean, he's not a stupid creator. I'm just not expecting much, but it is what it is. He's gonna show the bad stuff, guys. Will I get scared?
At the peak of his popularity.
Oh, Filthy Frank, let's get us started, am I right? I'm going to be YouTube CEO. Let me update this message, guys. What do you want to say to me? You want a triangle thingy next to your name? I don't even understand my own comment. So, edit. After 2 years. Oh wait, I am YouTube CEO. And didn't get to talk to you. Wow. So weird. So upset on things. So, I guess he made a comment, guys. And I don't really like being ignored, but that's what you get on YouTube, guys. I did got a like. That's cool. That's cool, though.
Wojcicki is the CEO of YouTube.
This is double battle. What if memes catch up to her? That would be weird, right? I don't know how that would happen, though.
Title. Something is...
First thing I'm noticing a very interesting thing as well. Yeah. He's talking about vomiting, so it's fair to say that he's not going to get points for that. Keywords. Bringing up a very important topic of should the video creator decide what the keywords are, or should the audience decide what the keywords are? I think audience can decide. Instead of having a dislike button, they can create keywords. How about that? But they have to verify each other's keywords. It's a tough one. It's a very interesting puzzle to solve of how do you make sure that the keyword is correct, how many people have to actually contribute. Because now you have to think about, like, okay, malicious keywords, but whatever people will try to do, it can turn into a meme, and it's not going to work because memes can be shut down very easily. Like, this stuff is very interesting to me. So, keyword generation, where the video creator doesn't have to create keywords and care about it. They could hire, basically, someone, again, and we could have, like, in YouTube, a lot of people ready for hire, just like, oh, check my video every single time and apply keywords, and it's like a trusted person that applies keywords, verified as well. This is a very intricate puzzle to solve, but yeah, I'm sure it's possible to improve it, where you know, you get this graphic content as well, and at the same time, while keywords are being applied, the person also has to be somewhat aware of what is allowed and not allowed, how, but at the same time not try to avoid not applying certain keywords or applying certain keywords just for virality. There's a lot of weird things like that. Keyword world is a big thing. If you can just automate this whole system and make it democratic, basically, where just people figure things out, and it's like it's a gamified version, so it doesn't feel like you're actually even interacting with the real thing. It's almost like a simulation. It's not real unless you take it seriously, and it becomes more and more real. There's so many layers in the world of keywords, guys. It just opens up the world of possibilities of how YouTube would look completely different. Because keywords matter so damn much, and if the YouTube algorithm could very much rely on keywords, that would be very powerful. But, you know, again, it could be a democratic thing where just people interact with the video a certain way, and we figure out eventually what keywords should be applied, something like that. It's very complicated, and I appreciate that part, because that means it's a big problem to solve.
Attractive. There's really no other way of saying it. She's just not hot, dude.
That's not bullying. It's just his opinion. Either way, the situation is
Yeah, it's true and it's false because Pokemon is 1,200. So shut the fuck up, guys. Your opinion is invalid and is bullying. Very very close to bullying, and even in my point of view, I don't know, bro. It's tough because like rules are weird as well, just like keywords are weird. Rules are weird because rules can change, right? And all of a sudden, old videos are no longer valid and have a completely different purpose in society. It's just a natural thing. The only thing that I don't like is the 3 strike system, but they have to. The YouTube has to be intimidating, and I'm not exactly sure if it's working out perfectly, but it looks like everyone's happy, including me with a warning label. It's messed up, but I released tons and tons of videos and I don't get strikes, so I'm happy with that. For now, again, if they destroy my fucking, reputation on YouTube, or even my entire channel, if I am not even capable of bailing fast enough and just reviewing my videos on a different platform, if I can't even do that and bail, damn, bro, I'm gonna be very pissed at YouTube, and rightfully so. I don't do things because in unfair ways, This video is fair in general, but yeah, it's a weird thing where you don't wanna attack other creators sometimes. But I don't really understand YouTube's standpoint because they don't fucking talk about it. It would spark more drama. I understand that part. Authorities don't like drama because they can't fucking handle it. Because now they will be destroyed. They want to chill the environment somehow, and intimidate people. So I kind of understand that, and I can't really criticize that, unfortunately. Despite example after example being shown here. So let's keep going. I look at this video completely differently now than I looked 2 years ago, obviously. I have way more experience.
Creators going forward who
Yeah, he just kind of shot himself in the foot because I was like twisted around. Yeah, Leafy should have been banned. He's a piece of shit. We'll see moving forward, right? Like how things change. Even people who got banned might get back to the platform in some kind of way. We just need like special tools to keep them in check. If we need to, it's another weird precedent to bring people back and see what they do. But we have to be fully prepared to actually have full control over what they can do to the platform. Because we might want to bring them back for some kind of reason. But now, again, in Leafy's case, he got banned because of Pokemon, because he blew up because of Pokemon, alright? He started bigger drama that just highlighted his entire channel. When you go into a fight, you want to have strong foundation. If you don't have a foundation, you're just gonna get knocked out, and this is what happened. Pokemon just knocked the shit out of him. You gotta be careful with women in general. I'm not gonna lie. They probably have some secret weapons. Every day, anytime, I'm a little bit, cautious when it comes to women, because you don't necessarily know exactly how they operate from a perspective of a man. And criticizing women is kind of a shit thing, and saying that Pokemon is not attractive. Yeah, I'm not bringing Leafy back to the platform. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Content, hate content.
clearly what they consider hateful or harmful is subjective, and it's
There's a very simple thing. Yes, a little bit subjective, but if it sparks controversy, it's pretty bad. You don't want to beef against other creators to begin with in order to get any sort of attention and actually spark controversy. You don't want to do that. It's just bad for the platform. It's bad for society as a whole. It's a bad strategy. Again, the best strategy to win a battle is outcompete someone, is make it fair, instead of make it back and forth. Especially with big YouTubers, back and forth is a fucking wrecking ball going both directions and destroying each other's channels, potentially. So, we just sacrifice one channel, and wrecking ball just stops because it has no way to come back, you know? It just stops. And that's it. No more drama. So, there's nothing to be mad about, unfortunately. I completely support Susan and her team for all of this stuff. If there's controversy, it's good to just make someone disappear, and you probably want to focus on the person who started the whole thing to begin with, because usually they don't have reasons to start it besides what? Like what, they want viewership now? What do they want to get? They want to bring someone's channel down? It's just bad ways to do it. You don't want to be destructive, you don't want to be violent, you don't want to be depicting improper things. You can criticize, alright? You can criticize and move on with your life, but the moment your video is blowing up, you're playing with fire. You have to understand that. So there's just common social things that people just have to learn now. You know, we still have to keep on learning things, and that's why rules will change based on how much we have learned and how well we actually can handle YouTube. The rules will improve, you know. They will not get worse necessarily. They will likely improve, alright? Unless YouTube turns into a shithole, then the rules will also gonna stab you in the face just like you wanted it to, you know. We'll never know. Just heads or tails, man. Whatever you prefer, guys. But anyways, let's move on. Yeah, if you're dealing with hatred, you don't want to depict someone getting shot. I mean, for fuck's sake. It's just a simple thing. You want to help them, and then you might get rewarded somehow, some way. Unless they actually strike back first. You can provoke them to strike first, but it's still a shitty move. It's such a complicated thing. You can't just look at it and say, oh, it's so bad that someone's video got removed and they got striked or whatever. You just gotta stay away from trouble. Like, they're doing it with Iron Fist, YouTube authorities, because they don't have better tools, simply. And I totally understand that. And I think we just, shot off into space to where this guy is not going to be able to catch us anymore. And we win this battle too.
YouTube. This seems like it was a targeted removal.
Another thing about rules is a very simple thing. Whatever is legal is not necessarily moral. There's a legal boundary, and a big circle legal boundary. And then there's moral boundary, which is quite a tight circle. You don't want to go outside of morality for too long. This is, when you go outside of legal boundaries, you just gasp for air. When you go outside of morality, you just don't get any resources whatsoever. People want to treat me as if I'm outside of morality and not give me resources, but I know what I have. I have the entire internet in my fingertips, so you cannot treat me like trash, especially when that's just gonna turn around and hit you with consequences of, well, you wanted me outside of morality so badly that you just push yourself away. It's hilarious to see, but a lot of people actually play with the legal boundary so much and they care about it so much that they don't actually pinch themselves and realize that they're running out of resources. They're running out of sanity first, the most important resource, and then everything else collapses afterwards. You gotta check your sanity first. And when you check sanity, all you have to do is check the vibes, and all he, touched is absolute garbage of the YouTube world. It's absolute garbage that he's giving as examples. So he's not only losing this battle, he might just get a strike for his channel. So luckily he has changed his, rhetoric, and now he's just memeing around. So it actually helps him to survive, because he's a smaller fish than Susan herself right now. It's fucking hilarious. But, keep up the good work. I'm not subscribing anymore, though.
A closed room.
If you're fucking talking with a shirt with a skull, if you're just talking just casually and defending some kind of idea, I'm not gonna listen to you, bro. I'll listen to a certain point and I'm just gonna be like, hey, look at that. What does that skull has to say? Does that skull want you to leave the room, maybe? Yeah, it's gonna be quite a threat, because the skull also wants to talk, The people, again, who played with the legal boundaries, they're gonna go insane so quickly. You're gonna see a meltdown of YouTube very soon, alright? As the apocalypse sticks around. And probably next year, maybe, things start melting down. I'm pretty scared to get the front row seat with all the people that I care about. Make sure I protect them as well. So I'll have a lot of work to do.
Before the guidelines had changed, and YouTube once again exposed itself. Through the archives, I found that Taylor's channel, while experiencing a
Who fucking cares? Who cares about your stupid verification badge so badly? So ridiculous, bro. That definitely triggered me 2 years ago, and it's such a fucking nonsense. Holy crap. But they clearly have broken the standards like a few times, guys. With the people that I don't really care about right now. And I have to use Wayback Machine to figure it out. Alright? They have double standards, guys. They have rules, but they don't actually follow their own rules for some reason. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Of course they don't follow their own rules 100% of the time. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's like, what?
fair treatment and double standards on YouTube isn't a situation like Raka Raka, a channel known for their violent, high-produced, and edited short films that are treated to being demonetized and removed.
Alright, so we're done with the triangle thingy. Again, it's just another simple thing. Verification still exists. But honestly, let's be honest here, I don't give a fuck. And we kind of moved on from that shit. And caring too much. Like some people have a official artist channel thing going on. It's some weird shit, but having badges is pretty useful, so it's a cool start. But whether it works flawlessly or not is fucking... It's not even for debate, man. Who cares, man? You do want to follow your own rules as best as you can, but I wouldn't expect YouTube authorities to just do that straight up. They're struggling to improve rules. They're struggling to, make certain exceptions, and you're not supposed to follow every footstep they make, as if you're hunting some kind of monster.
pressure of political correctness, YouTube is no longer for everyone. With so many unwritten rules, lack of communication, and content being deemed inappropriate from different eras, lies of favoritism and hypocritical practices
is what you see on every single channel. So why would you expect YouTube authorities to do something different? I'm sorry, bro. Lack of communication is the trigger word. Alright. This is communication right there. Yeah, he clicked a button and he pinned the comment that was promoting this video. Like, that's his communication. Are you fucking insane, bro? Show me communication. Show us example of communication. What do you want, bro? Because you're in the same spot in relative to YouTube authorities as you know, you have YouTube authorities, you have yourself, and then you have you know, some smaller people, right, who might complain about your content. I mean, simple, dude. Not all viewers welcome. Actually, nobody's welcome. Nobody gets any sort of treatment. So, you guys are lucky little kids to run around on YouTube. You have no idea what fucking darkness it is. Just step one step down and become a viewer for a little bit. Get that viewer experience. I'm sure that's going to be a very exciting thing to do. What are you going to get then? So, think about it for a second, alright? You're being mistreated slightly, but I actually see YouTubers get such preferential treatment beyond your wildest fucking dreams. You just have to follow some fucking rules that, yes, a little bit vague. It's actually for your own benefit, so you start thinking with your head instead of thinking with your eyes, reading fucking books. You know? Just, you get to watch more YouTube videos while you're investigating this nonsense. So, landslide victory, congratulations, Susan. We did it again, for some reason we swapped places, but, you tried, Mr. Mimi. That's a good one. Anyways, let's get to the next battle.
My name's Anthony Padilla, and today I'll be spending a...
It feels like a final boss, I'm not sure. It feels too important to just jump into this one. Again, I've never actually seen it. But it was 1 year ago, it was a special time when I couldn't watch YouTube to begin with. Pandemics. Power, look at that. Alright, so let's prepare ourselves for the final boss or whatever.
I have a lot of...
I'll give him a sub, and I'll Hank myself. Alright, Hank. Congratulations, and I'll give him the benefit. Because he's in a disadvantage. I would imagine he's like a water person, and he should be intimidated by authorities and stuff like that. We'll see. Alright.
There's all of us in different ways.
So the way I ranked this battle, I'm just kind of listening while playing. It's a long video after all. I can't just jump in and worry about every single thing they say, but whoever actually speaks loud enough and clear enough and interesting enough and pops out will get a point, basically. So far, Susan, well, could be doing better, I guess. But it's not bad, not bad.
To plug into...
Slowly she turned into a bunch of pixels on the screen. Even though it's not her fault, it's probably Hank's fault. Damn. Such a shame.
We have plenty of other stuff to be doing right now.
Yeah, not watching you anymore because you lost the battle, boy. Get out of here, bro. I know you're just born, but probably not gonna watch his content for a long time. Because I'm still not enticed, man. Just who cares? Alright, final boss, but I'll finish this thing. Shit, before we go to the final boss, can I remember anything that they talked about? That's the tough one. Yeah, like he only wanted to touch about money, and that's kind of stupid. Like literally, you try to rewind the ideas, and it's like, oh, that's all I remember, dude. That's messed up. But that's how water people operate. Basically, they fixate on that thing that people want the most from a thing. And it's like, well, I'm gonna ask a bunch of questions about that because that's that thing that people care about. Look at that. YouTube still has gold in it. Guys, you can earn money. We need to learn more about that. Especially in pandemic times, learn money online. What an interesting situation. And then eventually Susan gets pixelated. Well, I don't know what to comment about that. It's just weird. Congrats, Susan. You hit 200. How did you do that? It's crazy. I probably should link her up with the creators that she talked to. So that's MatPat. And that's it. Congratulations. You talked to MatPat, kind of. Very nice. And now she's gonna talk to Anthony. I can probably link them up without a problem. Again, every single battle has its own little twist, so I'm not sure what to expect here. But we start with standard expectations, so... Oh, shit. Battle. Why did I remove the battle thing? Am I stupid? I'll tell you this much, this is an equal battlefield, this narcissist versus, authority, very interesting stuff. Alright, let's see it. Final boss. The equalest battle ever. Can she beat this one? But, she's... Well, it's equal battle, it's his playfield within her playfield. It's just such a weird dynamic. Holy crap.
Hello.
The funny thing is, I probably wouldn't like interviews, and I shit on books day and night, but I would rather chat with a person, and the chatting is not a book, it's a back and forth, it's like a ping pong table. It can get very complicated very quickly. It's more like a card game, and it's so fascinating, and it's so much more powerful, because one message can have 100 meanings. It depends on how you approach the message, and a million responses or possibilities. So that's crazy. But when you're in this dynamic environment of just live interaction, I don't know how much value you can actually get from that. Is it superior from chatting? But yeah, it's a little bit cheeky to call it a return of the books, but I don't... The return of the reading without the books. Let's put it that way. Other people will read it as books, but technically, because if they want to go back to history and just see the entire history of the chat itself, it will feel like a book. But because right now, again, the most important definition, which is definition of virginity, guys. How do you lose virginity? I don't think you lose it by sex anymore, guys. That shit is messed up. we have to simplify and we have to make it easier and still exciting, you know, and unfortunately just a conversation is the new sex, basically. We have to make something exciting that actually matters. So we shame people for being virgins. That has to stop. You know, I will try and shape society as much as possible, but I will still have to stay in the shadows because that's my natural environment, unfortunately. It's not necessarily what I want to be, but everywhere else I will start breaking down and my sanity is going to dry up very quickly. But I have to also train myself to be in different environments, just in case. Oh yeah, there's tons of crazy. I didn't even start it, and the final boss is fucking destroying me. All right. Will this video be less than 2 hours long? Is the real fucking question we're dealing with here.
Appeal to the creator.
This video is so fucking intense. Just the first minute, bro. Because technically it starts here. What the fuck, bro? I'm tripping already. Will I survive this whatsoever, dude? It doesn't even matter how long this video is. Will I survive just watching this nonsense?
Spend more revenue with.
The crazy thing I'm realizing and coming to terms with is like, well, she was the CEO of YouTube, kind of. And I'm a different kind of CEO of YouTube that is not conflicting with Neil or whatever. Even though I have to do the race, alright? I just have to do the race. Because if I concede and I say, oh, I'm the shadow YouTube CEO, because I am right now the shadow YouTube CEO, it makes sense right now. But I'm trying to claim the ultimate title, right? And if I don't do the race, if I don't compete, I'm a fucking loser, basically. For now, if I concede, I still have a place. I can still split his heart into two. Or whatever, YouTube CEO title, split it into two. It's probably 10 times easier, but you know, I don't do easy shit. So, I do what's fun. And staying in the shadows is fucking cancer. Anyways, let's keep going.
YouTube. And I feel like I understand where she's coming from and her position.
Wait, what? 1 more minute for conclusion? She wins, though. Unless he gets 4 points out of the conclusion somehow. Do we have a bonus meme? This is crazy. This is 3 months ago. And, I mean, she already should have had plans to leave YouTube at that point. So it's gonna be a very weird interview. Oh, man. What, is this the final boss, actually? Because I'll take some naps. I might even have to just split the video. I also want to watch this guy. Perfect introduction, guys.
What if I told you that the world as you know it is coming to an end? The systems that we've relied on have failed. They are collapsing. All the structures that humanity...
Damn, I wish I had introductions like that, dude. Yeah, you might notice I didn't even had anything to comment on Anthony's video. Just the vibes too. However, maybe we can squeeze something out this time. I want to make a conclusion. I want to run, because before going to sleep, like, if I can finish the video, I have to finish the video. The best thing to do is make a thumbnail, talk about it, and leave. Yeah, basically the idea is all these interviewers are just different personalities, and You'll suck ass. Easy game. So let's put them all together. Them rich kids. Actually, this guy likes science, so let's put him in a floaty head state as well. Very nice stuff. This guy's funny. I don't know. I don't want to touch, Anthony. He clearly doesn't want to be in this thumbnail, so that's cool. But this is gonna be fucking awesome. Let's turn him into a part of couch. Let the couch consume him. He even started the fucking video with the couch thing. Is like, well, I'm not actually making a couch video right now, guys. Don't get too upset. You didn't have to. You didn't have to say any of this shit. Alright? Now I have even more reasons to do this shit. It looks ugly, but trust me, guys. I know what I'm doing. It's so sad that I cannot turn couch into a couch anymore. It doesn't look like it anymore. I don't know, bro. Whatever. It's good enough for me. Okay, one more thing, boys. Has to be looking at something. You can't just be like ignoring the universe, dude, that he's in right now. Gotta be looking at something. Here you go. Maybe he will adopt love for penguins. I don't know. This is it, boys. There's nothing to explain, as always. It's like, I don't respect YouTubers as much as I did in the past. To me, they're just, non-existent creatures of the wild. It's, we're back to the zoo, basically. We're back to the zoo. These are weird fucking creatures, I'm not gonna lie. So, I'm pretty sure someone somewhere would agree, alright, to this statement. Alright, with that, finished. See you guys, next time. This made me so fucking happy. It's the greatest conclusion. It's like, fuck these guys. Like, if you really wanted to, like, flex and get a really good grip on things, you gotta defeat ytceo in action in your own playfield that you have. At least defeat her somehow. Can you do that? No? Alright. Then don't challenge her next time, alright? I'm sure she's still gonna be around. Maybe even want to talk to these people even more than before. Who knows? So, respect, and see you guys next time. And whoever says shit about her, well, I will destroy you. One way or the other, you will be destroyed. Thank you guys for understanding.